What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video. This video, we're going to train Duramente. I feel like... I think I skipped on her on the last medium distance, and then obviously didn't train her for the long distance. So, you know what? Decided to go give Duramente a shot. And for the setup, we are going to try using one of every card again. This time, instead of using the Orfev card, I'm going to just... see how if I can do just all right or better with Haru. But the reason why I don't normally run one of each is because normally when I do, speed isn't it's gonna be on the lower side. So that's the reason why you pretty much see me usually use 2 speed, and I guess either a guts or stamina card, because on my off-camera runs, I usually go 2 speed, and I try not to use a stamina card, and I just use a guts card. Sometimes the work is just stamina. For this one, I believe it's not needed to be too high, like 1400, maybe 1500. So I just want to see if I can get around there. That's why I try without the stamina card, and it does sometimes reach 1400. But it is what it is. So for this video specifically, we're going to try one of each again with Still in Love Speed, Tamamo, Power, Haru, Guts card, Tucker Bryan Friend card that I'm borrowing, Super Creek, and Narita Taishin, a Wise card. So with that being said, we're going to get the run started. But before we do get started with the run and with the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There is also a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the circle request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure just to make sure that I accept you into the circle, not somebody else. But with that being said, let us get started with the run as I load the comments from the last video. And yeah, I was thinking, I also took some time before starting the recording, deciding, what do I want to train? I thought Duramente, Gentle Donna, Orfev, like the usual medium distance Umas that I normally train, even Christmas Saguri Cap. So, probably like this. Who else? Who else do I normally train besides of those? Teo, Kita. Well, Kita will probably be Friday, if anything. I don't know. But yeah, we're just deciding between the Umas I wanted. She ultimately chose Duramente because I felt like I haven't trained her since I don't know. I think I probably did train her for the last medium distance, but I didn't use her because it was just okay. I think that was the case. I think, not too sure, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Tomorrow could be any of the ones I just mentioned. Literally could be any of the ones I mentioned. So we'll just see what happens. We shall see what just happens. But with that being said, probably should just rest, see if we can, I don't know. But starting with the comments. First comments we'll be going over is going to be from Rick. Well, let me actually just go here real quick. Scroll back down, find Rick's comment. And the first one says, after I pick something here, sure. Oh, Sure. Watching the Prince of Tennis and Hajime no Ippo, I have 120k gems, and after the free pulls are done, I will have 1 pity in the support card banner. After the free pulls are done, I'll decide if I go for 2 pity. At the moment, I don't have a single copy of the new cards. Pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. But hopefully you can get at least a copy or 2 of either both, or at least the one that you would prefer to have. At least if you get more with the rest of the free copies, then that'd be even better. Nova responded saying, you should be fine with 120k to go for 2 pity. I think I'll have to do double pity regardless, but that's just how it is. Take the stay gold MLB and leave. I don't think you're a dedicated betweener guy like I am. I don't think most of us, if not all of us, are dedicated betweener guys. Like I said, for myself, mainly I use betweeners for some odd reason for long distance. It's just funny because, or when I trained them, it's at least for long distance, but the League of Heroes, all I used was runners. Only because they were better than the betweeners that I trained, so ultimately it led me to pretty close to Plat 4, so not really complaining. Not really complaining. Then the last comment from Rick says, I'll explain what happened when I called Eugen a whale. There was 4 of us in the Discord when the banner dropped, and we were streaming polls and chilling. Give me a sec. I was focused reading manga when I heard spend, and I just said whale as a reflex. I know calling Eugen a whale when we have Nova is like comparing a goldfish or a regular fish to a whale, but it was a reflex. It looks like I single-handedly dropped Eugen's mood down. I'm sorry, Eugen. Nova says the damage has been done. The day has been ruined. Rip this whole wholesome community of ours. And I guess now I know what happened. I guess now I know how and why it happened. But yeah, just like Nova says, the damage has already been done. Fortunately, the damage has already been done. Yes, it was a reflex, but wrong timing. Wrong timing, I guess, is all I can say. But other than that, thank you, Rick, for the comments, and thank you, Nova, for replying to both of them. Do I have any more bonds I need to work up? This Taishin right here. Next comments we're going to go over is from Nova. First thing that comes to mind with trading still in love, there goes your speed card. Yeah. Pretty much, which is why my setup was what it was. Pretty sure Taishin still, even Haru still needs. Okay. If you have absolutely nothing to use for speed, then yeah, that should be the card to use with its high specialty rate and skill point bonus. At this point, Almond Eye is a card that's the king of general speed, followed by Still in Love. I wouldn't necessarily call Still in Love general because you either get Betweener, Chaser, or just medium distance, so I wouldn't necessarily call it a general speed card if we're talking about Still in Love. At least with I guess at least with Almond Eye, you have the option of leader, medium distance on the top option, and then general for the bottom option. So, you know, looks like Augusta will be broken on a whole nother level. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything about her gameplay or skills or whatever, so I don't know nothing. But I'm fine with that. But I hope that my other teams won't get power creep that fast. I need Electro more than ever, so this is welcoming news. Still don't like the fact that they need to introduce a new echo set with each new character. It's alright for me. I mean, like I said, if I have nothing to farm for, then I'm just gonna be farming mats. Because there's nothing to farm for. They give me echo sets, I'll most likely get something usable before I start farming for the better farming for better echo rolls, so I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay with it. As for other teams getting power crap, I don't know. So far they've given us a new team for like basically each element or whatever. Pretty much. Or a new, yeah, like Carlota for ice. Havoc got Frolova with Cantarella. There is one possibility where probably a fusion DPS. Probably. Maybe. The unfortunate part about me saying that is basically, you know, either replaced, you're probably most likely changing Chun-Li since they just released Lupa not so long ago. That would probably be one option. Probably. Arrow, obviously we just got a whole new Arrow team. Spectro with the whole Zani, Phoebe. At this point, they'll probably just release a character that will of a specific element from like Huanglong or the 1 point patches and try and replace them. So that's why I said Chun-Li at the same time. Because most of the teams so far, besides, or most of the characters besides Shorekeeper, because Shorekeeper is a healer support from the 1 point series. I really can't think of anyone else, to be honest. But don't know who the other character or what the elements of the other characters are, so we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Or they can just release more sub DPSs and we don't have to worry too much about it, I guess. I wouldn't mind an ice DPS, sub DPS, since I didn't get the, forgot her name, the painter girl, painter chick from Huanglong. Zezha, I think was her name. I think. The only reason why I say an ice sub DPS is, you know, for Carlota's team. Although I've been using Cantarella with her this whole time, so it's been working perfectly fine for me. And then obviously Augusta is getting released to update the Electro element. And then Yunlin should most likely be her sub DPS, because we won't have any other sub DPSs unless you want to build Sanhua. Best sub DPS for the 4 stars or whatever. Actually, one of the top sub DPSs regardless. But I guess waiting for free pulls to the end is just my habit from the free-to-play days in Uma. I'm still waiting for the free pulls. Just waiting. I still do it even now after swiping. I guess I'm okay with waiting for the free pulls to end than those other whales who just went to pity or 2 on day 1. They probably find the free pulls redundant. I think they just want to get their cards as soon as possible rather than waiting, what, 10 whole days or 9 more days after first one. Just so they can start training with the new cards already. At least that sounds like more like it, rather than they find the free pulls redundant. But it's like, what if you end up getting a copy. Oh, I guess they just get the rainbow horseshoe, right? I wouldn't understand. I'm not a whale. Especially in Uma, just like, if there's free pulls, I'm gonna wait till the free pulls. It just makes more sense. That way I can... If I was to BO, I could see how many more I need to get, rather than the chance of getting dupes for no reason when you probably could have gotten them off the free pulls. It just doesn't make any sense. As a 20 tickets pull guy, nothing I say will work, Shoo Shoo. Yeah. As a 20 ticket pulls guy, formerly the 40 tickets pulls guy. AKA the guy who hasn't reached 200 or pity for almost 2 years, yeah. Nothing at all. Bigfoot is boring though. I like things from outer space. This so-called comet passing by this December is gonna be an alien probe. I'm gonna bet on this. Never really was interested in Bigfoot, but I was gonna pick between Bigfoot or aliens, and I'd pick aliens or things from outer space over Bigfoot, to be quite honest. To be quite honest. Still don't know anything about this comet besides whatever you mentioned. Well, I am 90% sure I'm pulling Almond Eye and Admiral Groove. I thought it was Admire Groove. Isn't it Admire Groove? Or is it Admiral? Pretty sure it's Admire. Oh, I guess this is just your way of remembering. I have to remind myself about that. I have to remind myself that you just say names however you remember them, to help you remember. Yeah, I gotta keep that in mind. Daring Sisters might be coming soon too. I can see it, seeing that they had their cards released. They should be, maybe. So if they come around the time of Anime Aguri, then I'm gonna skip Aguri. I mean, you literally just said you were just pulling Aguri just so you can complete the Aguri set. So I don't think it matters whether or not you get her or not. I still find it really weird that in Minnesota, I can play DMM without VPN. The online friend in Ohio says he can't, and I don't think you can either in California. Yeah. I have to play DMM with VPN. That's the reason why pretty much I do. Or I did. More like I did. It's really weird, or the fact that nobody in Asia knows where to find Minnesota on the map probably helps us dodge the firewall. Maybe. Maybe. Although it was funny when... Or playing JP on either... Well, before on my phone. Then now my tablet. Don't need a VPN. I don't know. It is what it is. I probably should. Probably should, Russ. Yeah, I still have 50 UMA tickets left. Well, time to hoard, I guess. And that's why you're the lucky mustard. Because you're not even using currency at this point. Only when you, I guess, feel like it. Like you did for Summer Vivlos. Because you wanted to save your tickets for the half Annie, but you literally could have used your tickets for both and you would have been perfectly fine. I think you would have been fine. I think you said you did 40, or even if you did 50, it's still enough. The training background is getting redder and redder. I guess the yandere feature is really that good, huh? I still haven't trained the Umas because parent training and waiting for Tachyon Factor event. Fair enough. Fair enough. Rashawn says, yeah, her career is cool at the end. It takes up so much of the screen. Totally fine with it. Totally fine with it. Also, it's a little something different, you know? So I guess maybe maybe in the future they'll start adding more animations or something. Future characters. Maybe. 32. 32. I don't even look at the tier list for support cards. I usually judge how good of a card is based on the release date. Like, just because it's meta doesn't mean it's a must pull. You have to consider which cards you need for your account first. Very true. Very true. Basically, my opinion happens whenever I go over the banner, so. And then if I feel like I need to pull it, then sure. Then sure. Although if I do end up getting Admire Groove speed card, then I can at least use that for betweeners. The bright side. Although I'd prefer getting Stay Gold because of the more general aspect of it, but other than that, yeah, pretty much. I just after or during the banner overview is when I pretty much decide. But most of the time, I just find myself saving, so it doesn't exactly matter at all. Stamina. I think I'll just do this. Instead of congrats, maybe condolences is in order. It would have made more sense than it would have made more sense than getting congratulated for going to pity. Because ultimately, it's not a good thing. Ultimately, going to pity means that your luck just sucked. Which is exactly what happened to mine. Which is why it felt more like it just didn't feel right to be congratulated. I guess I did help out Nuz with the side game shop, so now we have another spender in the circle. Oh. Well, I just hope maybe or I think I can do this. Wise is a little behind. Achievement done over the weekend. Finished Tower Adversity with all stars and Whimpering Waste. Still a very bad name. Is it Whimpering Waste? Is it Whimpering Waste? I think it is. It sounds right. Yeah, it is. I was unsure but sure at the same time because it was like, sounds right, but it's just weird. With all rewards obtained, I had to research the rotation for the Havoc team with Frolova, and man, that was an enlightenment. The gameplay is so different from Camellia. Yeah? I did say I liked Frolova's, so at least from when I was able to use her in the story, I guess. Ultimately, just had to skip her because of this patch coming tonight, but won't post a video until tomorrow. I mean, technically I could just do my polls in the morning as well, so it doesn't matter. I'm just still gonna post it tomorrow. Then most likely new story. Either I get that done for Friday or post it on Monday. It all depends. But other than that, I think that is all the comments. Yep, that is all the comments from Nova. Thank you for all the comments, Nova, and I believe Rashawn for replying to one of them. Appreciate it as always. Hi, Anna. Next comment is gonna be from Rashawn, or next comments. First one says, if I remember correctly, the first pop-up is basically a warning for the effects that happen during career. Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Thank you for letting me know. Honestly, I just did click the first one, assuming that means keep the effects, and then click the check mark to not show me again. So, good thing I assumed the options correctly. Otherwise, I would have just had to turn it on later on, but either way, thank you for letting me know. 2 away from pity, so I'll be getting her soon. Got stay gold guaranteed to LB right now since I pulled another from free single, and I'll pity as I need cards on my account. Well, you did say you just started, so, or started JP, but you're not sure if you're gonna play too much. But yeah, it'll be nice to have the cards for your account for whenever you play. 2 away from pity. But don't we still have a good amount of days? Like a couple days still for the free pulls? I'm just waiting for the free pulls. Because unless you're going for 2 pity, 2 pities, I don't exactly see the point unless you're just going for the cards and don't care about completing a pity, then sure. It's just weird. Main reason I'm gonna be casual on JPs because I'm so behind and feel like the lack of cards will make it hard to even be semi-competitive, but in the time, maybe I'll be more sweaty, we'll see. Maybe there's broken welfare cards also. I guess I gotta go look into it. Well, I mean, you are behind, but at the same time, everyone who has joined, at least from what I know, everyone who has joined like a year ago, within like a few months, they're already good, pretty much, or they were like doing pretty good, I'd say. As in, just make sure you farm everything, all the rewards or missions from each scenario to get all the, unless you did that. I don't know if you did that. Because I don't know how long ago you started your JP account. I don't remember. I think it was pretty recent, but if it is pretty recent, then yeah, do all of that so you can get a lot of carrot jewels, and then just hold on to them for the cards that you want to pull for and Umas. And then at the end, and then after that, I mean, should be good. That's pretty much that's what happened to everyone that I can remember who joined. And then within a couple months, they were good. At least that's how I seen it. I hope it's Almond Eye for Annie. I don't know who else. I think, to be honest, yeah. With how the banners have been going for like, yeah, anniversary and half anniversary, it feels like whatever is the court card for that Annie, for example, or for on the 3rd anniversary she was the guts card. She became the 4th anniversary character, and then there was Still in Love, became the 4.5 Uma banner. So, and same thing with Duramente. And then Duramente, I think, forgot when, but I think, could be mistaken, but yeah, I mean, makes sense. Almond Eye being the support card, her being the next Annie character, Kind of makes sense to me. Kind of makes sense to me. Although I don't remember. I think they just released Gentle Donna as is because I don't remember her getting a card. So besides her, then yeah, at least that's how it's been recently, or past 2 years. Yeah, I don't think Gentle Donna had. Oh no, no, that was the anniversary card or half Annie card, the SSR speed one. I wouldn't count that. Her facial expressions are so peak. I do like it. I do like it as well. Not too bad for a first attempt. You should be able to get a better one quite easily though with better RNG. Yeah, my RNG in that training wasn't too good. But other than that, thank you, Rashawn, for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is gonna be from Kazuki, I believe. I don't know why you went back to. I don't know if you commented this like right before the video posted or not. No, it doesn't seem like it. But I don't know why you went back to the to the banner overview for the 4.5 anniversary. You leave this comment. You could have just left it on the last video, but I'll go over that comment first. And it says, "It's late, but I got Admire Groove MLB now." Again, I'm assuming you're not waiting for the free pulls, or it seems like you're just going all in, because now I don't remember if you said you had gotten Stay Gold MLB. But if you did, then now you pretty much just put yourself in the situation that I just said that the whales probably did. For going all the way to pity already and getting the cards. Or just getting their cards in general. Where you just get a dupe now and you're just like, what do I do? Nothing really. If you did that. If not, then I still probably would have waited for all the free pulls. It just only makes sense to me. Because for the exact reason I said. And then the comment from the yesterday's video. Quick sec, where are we? I believe I can possibly get a better one. Asking Shukashu if it's worth it to exchange the points. Points. Points? Or points I gathered from the support card gacha to power Tamamo or other cards. Like Stamina Air Shakur, since I only have her at LB1, Daring Tack, Wiser In, or just get the friend groups card from Design Your Island. The NPC Uma card. Since I got Admire Group to MLB yesterday, but I still can't use it since I'm still waiting for the daily 10 free pulls to finish and get to pity. So you're not at pity yet. Okay, that clears thing up. Okay, as long as you didn't reach pity, then it's all good. But I swear, didn't you say that you did the 10 pulls already, and then you were just waiting for the free pulls, but it still feels like you're doing extra pulls? Still feels like you're doing extra pulls. I don't know what's going on. What are you doing with the support card banner? I feel like you've been just pulling there this whole time. But that's a big no. I'd say a big no to the friend card. Reason being is because there's only 2 more months. There's only 2 more. Yeah, 2 more months before the. Hold on. Trying to decide what I want to do here. Won't recover too much, so I think we'll be fine with that. There'll be only 2 months before the scenario changes, and you need to have it at least at 3 LB to actually get the best out of it. Which is why I've been borrowing it the whole time, because I only got 1 copy of it with no dupes. Um, hmm. It depends. I don't know what cards you need. I don't know what cards you need. Like, is your like, did you have power to Mamo already? I'm assuming not, because I'm assuming the cards you mentioned that doesn't have a limit break besides Air Shakur doesn't have a copy. So at the end of the day, now it's kind of just like your pick, to be honest, because I don't want to tell you what card to get, and then it turns out to be a card you probably either don't need at the moment, or it's not necessary for the Umas you train. Although Power to Mamo's a general power card. Air Shakur is almost a year old, so we could be expecting another general stamina card. Almost? I think almost. I think she was released for the mecha, I think. I'm not sure. And then Daring Tech, the Wise card. If it's your first copy, all I can say is if only you're actually using, I guess, betweeners, because I believe she's a betweener Wise card. I think. I think. Let me check. But you gotta base it off your account. I could give you suggestions, but at the same time, it's up to you at the same time. Yeah, just looking at her skills already, straight up betweener. Yeah, so if you're thinking of getting better support for your betweeners, sure, you can go with Daring Tag. But at the end of the day, I'd say take a look at your cards and see what you actually do need. Or what would help your account more. Pretty much. Other than that, thank you, Kazuki, for the comments. Appreciate it as always. Appreciate it. And then lastly, let me refresh just in case. Yep. Lastly, we have a comment from Eugen. And says, while traveling back home, I decided to pull for the daily 10 free pull on top watching your video, and I got a copy of Stay Gold card. I haven't gotten the card. Posted on Discord on how the vid was overlaid. Still waiting for next month to go ham and pull. Same goes for Zenless, so more like just chillin' and dead brain autos for now. Well, I guess technically next week is next month, so yeah, that is correct for Zenless. That is correct. Still got one of these. So I think so more like just chilling and dead brain autos for now. About CM, I will be preparing for sprint instead, since I don't have the platinum title on that area, so it might be difficult for me. Well, I guess that sounds like you're just gonna use whoever you have for medium distance then for this upcoming one. Oh, I just realized I didn't get any S aptitudes. Not medium distance nor turf. I think that's all I had. It was either those two, I think. Yeah, speaking about the short distance, I haven't trained one. I haven't necessarily trained at least a UB one. Let me check her schedule. Does she do it? No, this is her last one. Okay, so I can do it next. I haven't trained a sprint to UB yet. So I'm kind of just curious on how I'm going to do with it. I think for sure I'll still train them and design your island. I have no intention going back to... I feel like there's no point. It's been a year old. The gap is going to be stupid. Gonna be stupid. So for the short distance one, I'm just gonna see how I train. I need to make parents though. Cause I got like, I think the last parents I have for short distance is like UD and the UDs. So yeah, that would be nice to work on. Probably could work on them if I feel like taking a break from medium distance. Could probably do that. Could probably do that. But we'll see. But we'll see. Wish I had Durandal still. But other than that, that is pretty much it for all the comments. Thank you, Eugen, Kazuki, Rashawn, Nova, and Rick for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. I don't think there's any more. Let me go take a look at the... Yeah, there's not much. The rest is pretty much global, or is global. But yeah, thank you guys for the comments. Appreciate it as always. And with that being said, let's just finish this run and see how it's going to go. I will check once more before the end of the run, just in case a comment has snuck his way through. And see if... Yeah, just basically if there's another one. If not, then that'll be it. I'm hoping the last two trainings can go towards speed. This is exactly my worry when it came to having one of each. But this might be my best one of each run. If I'm going to be honest. This might be my best one of each run when it comes to the stats. Unfortunately, I didn't get an S aptitude. As you can see, turf, chaser, and medium distance are all an A. So... Then one more for speed, please, just so we can get it a little bit closer to 1800. Just a little bit. Oh, wait, I don't even think it'll be on... It's alright. It'll be like... It'll be close to 1800. Still possibly still bring her, but... I don't know. Maybe I can still get a better Duramente if I try a different setup. Maybe. Maybe. Which will most likely take place off camera until maybe the next time I train her. Because there's just too many Umas I'll probably end up training. Like Kita, probably this week will be the last time I train her, depending whether or not on how the result is. Or if I trained one off camera, or if I just want to give more room for the other characters. But I guess it don't matter. Let's just grab some skills. And see where we ended up with. I didn't get Tamamo to event chain 3 from what it looks like. But if I can at least get Duramente as a parent to possibly use for Orfurv, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. An updated medium chaser parent at least. Okay. Oh, I got a lot of the skills already. I wish I had gotten that Tamamo to event chain 3. Well, that's interesting. Grab that, I guess. Guess I can bring these up here, but now I'm stuck at 114. There's literally nothing I can get. Unless I decide to grab a just grab a mile skill. I guess. Alright. This definitely should be in the UB range. Like, definitely. If it isn't, I'm gonna be surprised. UB3. UB3. That's decent. I say decent because my highest is UB7. Oh, let's not do that. UB6, UB7. Oh, UB7 because of Gentle Donna. See, betweener. I could always just trade another one. Screw it, I'll just give it to this one. But ended off with 1783 speed. See, if I had gotten that first that first training in the Ura finals to speed, I would have been at least around the low 1800s, but it is what it is. 1783 speed, 1450 stamina, pretty much where I wanted it to be. 1725 power, 1455 guts, good too, and 1300 on wise. No S aptitudes also, so definitely if I want to use Duramente, I'll definitely train more. But that is my best one. I believe it was UB2, yeah. I was capping out at UB2, now UB3. Now, if better RNG, I could possibly hit UB6. Possibly. Just needs a good run. So, let me check the comments once more, just in case, and we're good. So with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys are doing when in your training, if you guys are training. Support card pulls, if you guys haven't mentioned it, or updates on your support card pulls. And if there's anything else you guys do want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description. There's a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Quest channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, thank you once again. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.